Yeah, Mom, what's going on? Hey, I'm out here in a beautiful evening. Finally, rain has cut down. Hopefully the rain has stopped. But we are out here for the Necxc Strawberry 100 out here in Buckhannon. This track is a great track out here. You guys don't want to miss this one, so make sure you come on out. Looks like it's going to be a good weekend weather-wise. I know we've had a lot of rain, so it's going to be interesting to see what the track is going to provide today. So I brought the bike out, and let's see what she brings. I'm not sure how long it is, but it's kind of quiet out here. Nobody's really around. Talked to Bill a little bit. So this is Bill Rohr's property. He does cattle farming. So let's check it out. This is the start. Right back here is the finish. A little bit different start, kind of come in here, a little downhill off camber. Looks like we got one or two little turns right here. Probably hay bales will go right here. This looks a lot different than what we had last time, so this is a fresh cut down into the field. Chunky. All right, so we started into our first it's not too bad. It was just kind of wet right there in that first little hole, but otherwise not looking too bad. All right, so we're gonna have a cutoff right here. It looks like right here at the very beginning, as soon as you come down that hill. So right here we're gonna cut off into the minis and the youth. So the adult will head down in here. Always love to see what the day will bring, or the evening will bring. Alright, so this is obviously some new stuff probably. Doesn't look like old track. So we're gonna shoot off right. We're bypassing the looks like we're bypassing the barn. We'll let these guys go through. Still working the cattle farm. Still got to work it up until the day we start filming. So it doesn't look like we're going to be going through the barn this year. So we're going to kind of backtrack up from that barn when we went in last year. But soil-wise, holy shit! I mean, we got a little uphill and then right into a hard right. Yeah, but that first stuff was really dry. I don't know if it's just because we've had a lot of rain. I don't know if I am about 40 minutes away from this, and but still, I mean, all right, here we go. Still not bad, you know. I mean, hell, you're gonna have a few water holes here and there, anyways. So there's people that don't want it dusty. Nice little camelback right here. It'll be a true test because, like I said, I am not much of a mud rider, but I've been riding a lot in the mud this year, so I think I'm adapting a little bit better. Now you're coming down this little off camber. Keep your eyes out, watch your arrows, shoot across this field. Looks like a lot of new stuff. What we got here? Little spongy mud hole that's going to be probably dug out. Be a good little section. Don't forget, Saturday you got quads. Just a little off camber right here, but it's not really that bad. A little hard right. You got Stasic racing, you got quads on Saturday, and then Sunday you got bikes and Stasic, so check that out. Right here you got a couple lines. So I'm looking to go downhill, then down the upper side. So obviously turning that inside is the best. shooting downhill. Little uphill. I'm still running on some ball tires. Woo! But it's gripping. Yeah, I mean, unless we get more rain, you know, a lot more rain, I don't think it's going to be a mutter this week. It's pretty good. It's like a lot of new stuff. Kind of running these little woods fields. Shooting up to the 1 mile marker. Got a few little roots showing, but nothing bad yet. Alright, so we got a hard little left-hand turn going into a little uphill. Plenty of red arrows. Can't miss that coming across the little green belt. Still going up. I asked Ronnie. I said, here we got some mud right here. It's not bad. It's kind of like that swampy field mud. But I wanted to know how the track was, and it's that little slippery and wet. I said, us a little uphill, tight. A couple tight turns right there. Because if it was just a full-on mud fest, oh, this is a nice little section right there, kind of technical, offset, off-camber, tight. Looks like the 1 1/4. Oh, we got a little uphill. Little jump. This track being kind of a fast track, a good bit of field sections and trees. I mean, it's California, you can't have the whole thing wooded, so. But oh, all right, so we got this little uphill. Watch right here, a little off camber. Something enough to slow you down or mess up your day. But what I was saying, I was asking Ronnie, you know, what I should bring. I wanted to bring the bike, but if it's really bad, I want, you know, watch the X's downhill, probably some kickers. But I wanted to ride my bike more this year, you know, and get used to the mud and everything else. He said, well, if you want to stay, you know, basically, if you want to stay dry, bring your bike. I was like, yeah, quad just gets you muddy. Alright, so that was a good little downhill. Still going down into an old tram road. But for bike guys, like I said, quads will probably whack a lot. Whoa, that was a little deep hole. Probably whacks off a lot of that. Alright, so we're going down into a little downhill. But like I said, you know, I'm not the best mud rider. Whoa. I gotta learn to use my clutch a little more in the mud. Uphill. Hard left. Some more, but that was kind of just drainage down the hill. But like I said, quad's gonna knock this off, and it's gonna be really nice fun come Sunday. Alright, little cornice drop off. Hard left, little hairpin, be careful there. Alright, uh-oh. Now if I get stuck out here, you guys are coming to get me. Alright, so we got our first little, that's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. I'm not sure about it after a couple hundred quads go through it, but right now it's pretty good. Right there before mile marker 2. Nice property out here, man. I tell you, this is beautiful. It's hard to do these track reviews and just kind of look around, you know. And we got kind of a tram road. This has some, whoa. Yeah, I remember coming down this last year. Down by the creek. Alright, so we definitely got muddy area right there after the 2 mile marker. Nice little rocky hill climb. Section, like in an old tram road. But you see, I'm flowing somewhat. Uh-oh. Started off a little rough at the bottom, it's kind of muddy, and then dried out though. Oh, turkey. That's a big one. Nice. Alright, so shoot up between these 2 trees by the Turkey Ridge. There we go. Whoa! That was a fun little section. Coming up here to a little left-hander downhill. Little left camber here at the bottom. But still, it's really dry. I mean, it's like one of those days you're dreading coming out and doing these things, even though they're fun, but, you know, I don't want to fight the mud. I'm not a West Virginia, oh, 2.5. I didn't grow up riding this mud. So real hard hairpin. Right there when you see the 2.5. Shoot back in. But I'm sure a lot of the pro riders and other riders will probably be good. Coming off and riding some dry stuff over this weekend, and coming off of nice long straight, coming off a if I remember correctly, this is probably a downhill that we used to come up. It's pretty good downhill. Yeah, this is it. Coming off of PowerPoint, which I didn't show up to because I was, you know, just tired dealing with the mud and some other things going on. But yeah, I mean, it's just every weekend it's just been just hellacious. But you know, that's what a lot of these guys like. So right here is going to be a fast downhill. If you race down here, you've gone up it. Oh, hit a little bit of mud and water. Alright, so this is going to be kind of an older section that we're going to be going on here. I don't know if we were on some different property back there, but like I said, it looked like some of it was a little bit different. Alright, now we're into our second, probably bigger, nice deer track, second bigger of the hole. And right now it's got a good bottom. This little tight section kind of has some mud, and then that was fun. Cool little section there. So a little bit of water before this uphill. Right at the 3. I don't think there's going to be any issues really with the mud holes that I've gone through. I figured they'll probably dry out. And oh, what little this? What is this little? This looks like something I would do. Alright, so it's a little drop in and a little drop out. Slow the pace down a little bit. Alright, so we're going up to an uphill right after the 3-mile mark. Watch the fence posts and the invisible wiring and stuff. That's hard to see sometimes, but this is a cattle farm, so don't go pissing in on any barbed wire. I'm sure most of it would be turned off, but you just never know. Alright, so we're going to shoot through this little section. So alright, now we're dropping into a little water crossing. But like I said, it still has a good base to it. Now, I don't know if this is all just kind of new. This looks like we're back on with the youth and micro. Some new section right through here. Another little sharp hairpin turn. Yeah, this track is kind of like a sprint enduro combo. Field sections and your wood sections. Alright, so right here we're going to be passing the finish line. I was like, wait a minute, I must have missed something. This has some crap on it, but like I said, with a couple days of hopefully no rain, that stuff will dry up. Got some rocks down here. Oh, this is the pond. We came up this way. All right. Yeah, I love this pond. All right, so we got a good uphill right here. Now, this could probably be one of your nastier uphills if it gets really wet. Right now, it's pretty dry. So we're entering 4 miles. I figure it's probably at least 7, 8. But yeah, I mean, this is just, it's dry. I mean, it's got a good bass to it. Alright, you got a heart that's got some rocks right here. Like I said, we're still on the minis and youth too, so. Gonna hit a little water crossing here. Not a bad one. Alright, he's throwing out the Bill said he was putting out trying to fill in some mud holes and stuff, so probably in the next couple days those will be nothing. But like I said, this track always been a good flowy track, smooth, a few rock sections. Like right here. But hey, this is West Virginia. Whoa. So that was a 5-mile mark. Wait. Alright, so Minnie's gonna cut off there and we're gonna ride with youth for a while. A little off camber. Got a good little jump right there, uphill. This little water hole, this off camber got roots. Back into another field section, wide open. 6 gears if you got them. Whoa, watch the water. Yeah, until that gets totally smashed down, you don't know what the hell's down there. Like I said, good track, flowy. Rain has not destroyed it. Probably made it better. Keep the dust down. Whoa, deer. Oh, there they are. This one's got some black spots on it. Maybe that's just mud and dirt. Well, there's 3 of your doe, Bill. Alright, so where we see the doe up here, out in the 5 mile, 3 of them. Whenever I see deer, I always like to look for a tree stand and be like, oh man. There they go. Okay, that's one durable animal. Alright, so we're going to be shooting down this kind of tram road. And then shoot across another field. I won't be caught off guard. Seen a bear yet, man. That sucks. Alright, so you got a left-hand turn coming in off that. Got some rocks. should have stayed lower. Little left-hand turn uphill. Still have youth track on us. Alright, so here's a couple lines down through here. You got a bottom or you got this top one up here. It's downhill. Track's very smooth. Whoa. Little pond. Ooh, you know them minnows. Tadpoles. Man, that's a crap load. Alright, so we got this little kind of camelback up and down section, which are always fun, kind of off camber. Uh-oh, what we got here? Alright, so we got a creek crossing. Oh, nice. That's cool as hell. You got a big hill climb right after that. Oh, I remember this from last year. Oh yeah, this is a good little section right here. Alright, so that was a little fun section and really nice looking. Man, if there wasn't market, I'd get my ass lost out here. Alright, so we got some this little section through here. It's probably a good little rock section. Ow! But yeah, still very flowy. Seems like all fresh cut going in uphill. Still going uphill. 6 miles. 6 mile mark at the top of the hill. Alright, what we got here? A little switchback coming through. Top of the ridge. Oh, you could probably do, if you had the time, you could probably do about 12 miles. A lot of track out here you can do. Watch. Oh yeah, I know. I remember this one. This is a good little flat, fast section that comes back on the other side. Yeah, we were up there last time. Nice cut across. Oh, probably some old track right here. Heading downhill. A little fast downhill section too, nice and smooth. Down by the main road. Oh no, this is out by its other driveway. Got some rocks. this track. I remember I crashed right up here one year. It was slick as snot. A lot of roots were showing. You want to hit a jump right there. Alright, so right there after that jump, downhill hard right. Off camber. So we got 7 mile track so far. Yeah, I get a lot of these tracks mixed up, but the tracks you really like, you always remember, you know. This one always has a bunch of fun little, like this right here, just kind of follows the contour of the land. That's what I like about tracks like that. Over top of this little, it's got a little drain pipe down there, but this little ridge right here, and then you could even take this out around or something, you know, if you had the time to come out and build some. But it's a little shoot across. So we're on the 7 mile mark. Hell, it seems like I did this pretty quick. So obviously, condition-wise, yeah, not bad at all. I mean, like I said, you got a few wet spots in your lower areas, but otherwise, I mean, yeah, you're probably not going to ask for a better weekend in a long time. Take you back probably to the start or the finish. So where are we going? I see. This is where they get good pictures. Jump right here and then off and over to here. Alright, so we're still cruising. We got some, what do we got here? Back with the micros, or minis. Got a little mud right there. Be a good track to come out and get ready for Hoosiers next week. Hoosiers is always a fast track when it's not muddy. I'm not sure if I'll be there or not. I don't know. Just kind of put the kibosh on GNCC for right now, but maybe back. Alright, so now we got this other mud section. Yeah, if you want to be gameful, you can hit all through that and stuff. And oh, let's just try it out right here. Alright, so that wasn't bad. Nice little field section over here. coming towards the finish, so up here is probably parking. Ooh, nice little this little cool section right here. It's kind of a little hop off, so be careful, don't go into that tree. Downhill, and then a sharp left down there. I'm actually be having more fun in the mud. Well, this isn't mud. I mean, hell, you guys had mud whoever raced last weekend. Alright, so we're hitting 8 miles. Whoa. Nice, so we're into the 8 mile mark. Whoa. Oh yeah, that's a good section over here. It's got some rocks. Same for the God, I remember one year this track was just mudded out. Same for this section back here. Oh yeah, so this is kind of the rocky little rock pit they got. Not bad as some of the other ones, but you see him feeling the sawdust. Alright, Bill, this ain't Supercross now, you know. These boys are tough. Alright, so that is kind of a muddy little section. Any more rain probably could make that kind of stanky. But yeah, this is just down from parking and everything else. They used to have the start down here. So yeah, you can see Bill filled in a lot of this. So now we're going to be shooting up the hill. It's a cool little section too. I think we went up last time, maybe down. I can't remember. But like always, I want to thank alright, look, before I do that, Camelback. I got a little messed up there. My bad. But anyways, I just want to thank everybody for subscribing to my channel, sharing. Make sure you guys hit the like buttons and stuff. Also, thanks again to Ronnie, Seth, Jennifer, Sydney, everybody at the crew at Necxc that makes this stuff happen. And hopefully they have a good weekend this weekend for running this show. I mean, it does take a lot. So, but yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Round 4, Strawberry 100, out here in Buckhannon, West Virginia. Yeah, this is going to get a little soft probably. He's got the sawdust going. So yeah, after you finish after you come through the finish, but yeah, make sure everybody puts comment or something or subscribe. You don't have to like it on Facebook, that isn't doing nothing. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the like buttons for all my videos. That helps get it out there, helps grow the channel, and helps grows our sport. So yeah, so after you come through the finish, you will come by the start, which will link you back on to the rest of the track. come down here, and that was a fun track. I'd like to do it again. But I appreciate everybody watching, and make sure you guys come out and race this week. It's going to be a good race, round 4. Hope to see you guys out here. I'll be filming.